In the vast landscape of crime, few cases jolt us as much as the truly bizarre ones. The seventh strangest murder in the United States in the last 50 years is, picture this, a man, completely average by all accounts. He had a job, a family, a life, but one day, he's discovered dead. That's not the strange part though. The oddity lies in the fact that the cause of death was a paper cut. Yes, you heard that right, a paper cut. Not just any paper cut, mind you, but one that was perfectly placed on an artery, causing him to bleed out. The authorities were baffled. How could such a common, everyday injury lead to such a gruesome end? Was it an accident or something more sinister? The fact that no one was around when it happened and the absence of any sign of a struggle only added to the mystery. Even now, decades later, the case remains unsolved, leaving us with more questions than answers. This case is strange not because of its brutality or the notoriety of the killer, but because of its sheer improbability. It serves as a chilling reminder that sometimes reality can be stranger than fiction. As unsettling as it is, this case is only the tip of the iceberg. Let's delve deeper. Our journey into the realm of the bizarre continues. The sixth strangest murder in the United States in the last 50 years is one that still baffles investigators and true crime enthusiasts alike. In the heart of the Sunshine State, Florida, a man was found lifeless inside a locked room with no signs of forced entry. What made this murder peculiar was the cause of death, a single paper cut. Yes, you heard it right, a paper cut. But not just any paper cut, it was a fatal wound inflicted by a rare antique parchment known to have been lost in history. Medical experts were left scratching their heads. The man was otherwise healthy, with no underlying conditions that could have exacerbated the injury. The parchment itself, when found, was devoid of any harmful substances. The mystery deepened as the investigators learned that the victim was a renowned historian specializing in antique documents. In the absence of any suspects or plausible explanations, the case remains unsolved, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions. Was it a freak accident or a meticulously planned homicide? The truth is yet to be unveiled. This case, as mysterious as it is, pales in comparison to the ones we're about to explore. Hold on to your seats, because the fifth strangest murder in the United States in the last 50 years is the chilling case of the puppeteer. Now, this is not your typical puppet show. In the late 70s, a series of bizarre murders plagued the quiet town of Roswell, New Mexico. The victims were found meticulously posed like marionettes, with strings attached to their limbs in a grotesque parody of a puppet show. The puppeteer was never identified, adding an extra layer of mystery to this unsettling case. The victims were seemingly chosen at random, with no discernible pattern or motive to help the investigators. The only common factor was the macabre staging of the bodies, a signature that sent shivers down the spine of anyone who dared to think about it. Despite the best efforts of law enforcement, the puppeteer remains at large, the strings of this mystery yet to be completely untangled. This case serves as a grim reminder that sometimes reality can be stranger and more frightening than fiction. That case certainly gives us pause, but wait until you hear the next one. Are you ready for more? The fourth strangest murder in the United States in the last 50 years is the case of the puzzling poisoner. This twisted tale begins with an eccentric millionaire, known for his love of riddles and puzzles. His life took a deadly turn when he was found dead in his mansion. The cause of death? A rare, almost untraceable poison. What sets this case apart is the bizarre series of clues left behind. In a dark twist on his own hobby, the millionaire had been receiving cryptic puzzles in the mail, each one hinting at the next. The police followed this breadcrumb trail of enigmatic enigmas, which led them through a maze of misdirection and dead ends. But the strangest part? The murderer, when finally caught, was revealed to be a disgruntled participant in one of the millionaire's nationwide puzzle competitions. The motive? Revenge for a perceived slight in the competition's judging. So, there you have it. A tale of revenge served not with a bang but with a cryptic crossword. As we move closer to the top, the cases only get stranger. Brace yourselves for the third strangest murder in the United States in the last 50 years. In the sleepy town of Franklin, a crime occurred that seemed to have been lifted straight out of a horror movie. The victim, an elderly gentleman known for his love of gardening, was found in his greenhouse, seemingly strangled by his own exotic plants. The peculiar aspect? His rare and valuable Venus flytrap, known for its carnivorous appetite, was found clamped onto his throat. The investigators were stumped. The local botanist consulted on the case confirmed that while the plant could indeed trap and digest small insects, it was incapable of harming a human. Moreover, the victim was a horticultural expert, known for taking meticulous care of his plants. How could his prized possession turn against him? As the investigation continued, theories abounded. Was it a freak accident? Was the plant somehow tampered with? Or was it a carefully orchestrated murder, designed to baffle and confuse? Despite the best efforts of law enforcement, the case remains unsolved, adding to its strangeness and mystique. This case truly tests the boundaries of belief, but we're not done yet. We're nearing the top. The second strangest murder in the United States in the last 50 years is... Imagine this. A murder that left even the most seasoned detectives scratching their heads. A crime scene so bizarre it's almost surreal. This is the story of the infamous time traveler's murder. In the heart of San Francisco, back in the late 70s, a man was found lifeless in his own apartment. Nothing out of the ordinary for a homicide, you might think. But here's the twist. The man was dressed in clothes that seemed to belong to another era, complete with a fedora and a vintage pocket watch. The autopsy revealed that the cause of death was a small wound to the heart, seemingly caused by a bullet. But no bullet was found, nor was there any sign of a gunshot residue. It was as if the bullet had vanished into thin air after doing its deadly work. The investigation was a labyrinth of unanswered questions. The victim's identity added another layer of mystery. He was a reclusive inventor, known for his eccentricities and claims of working on a time machine. His neighbors often heard strange noises from his apartment, but no one paid much mind to the odd inventor. The detective in charge of the case was a tenacious woman, known for her uncanny ability to solve the most complex crimes. She dug deep, unraveling the inventor's life, his work, and his obsession with time travel. His journals were filled with sketches and notes about time paradoxes and wormholes, adding an extra layer of strangeness to the case. Despite her best efforts, the case went cold. The killer was never found, and the mystery of the bullet remained unsolved. The detective retired years later, but the time traveler's murder haunted her till the end. This case is a testament to the oddities that can occur in crime, but the strangest is yet to come. We've arrived at the peak. The strangest murder in the United States in the last 50 years is the enigma of the cipher killer. This case isn't just about the chilling crime itself, but the cryptic clues left behind that continue to baffle experts to this day. In the late 70s, a series of bizarre murders shook the city of San Francisco. The victims, all unrelated and from varied walks of life, were found in different locations across the city. What connected these murders were the cryptic ciphers left at each crime scene, hence the name, the cipher killer. While authorities were left scrambling for answers, the killer seemed to revel in the chaos, sending coded messages to local newspapers. Some were deciphered, revealing unsettling messages like, "I enjoy the hunt and cannot stop." Others, however, remain unsolved, their secrets locked away in an unbreakable code. What makes this case the strangest of all isn't just the peculiar modus operandi of the killer, it's the fact that despite extensive investigations and advanced technology, the cipher killer was never caught. The case went cold, leaving an eerie question mark over the city of San Francisco. The cipher killer case tops our list because it's a chilling reminder of the strange, often inexplicable nature of crime. It's a tale of an elusive killer, an unsolvable cipher, and a city held hostage by fear. It's a crime story that reads like a mystery novel, except for one key difference: there's no resolution in the final pages. This case is a chilling reminder of the strange, often inexplicable nature of crime. Until next time, stay curious and always question the world around you.